Good morning everyone. Hope you all are fit and fine students. Yes beta, today we will discuss exercise of unit 1 people at work, and I hope students all of you have tried this exercise well. Now students, let's discuss part A2. On the basis of your reading of the play, complete the following statements. Mr. Higgins felt that he made a mistake when he bought the silver pot because he paid more than it was actually worth, or we can say more than £7. Mr. Higgins told Tom that he would prove to be the right assistant for him only if he was able to sell things at a profit. Next students, Tom could not change the price of the ring because he was only an assistant and not the owner of the shop. Okay, he was only an assistant there and not the owner of the shop. That's why students, Tom could not change the price of that ring. Part D, the actual price of the picture was £30 and Tom sold it for £27. The rich lady did not buy the vase because it was very expensive. At the end of the play, Mr. Higgins was angry at Tom because he had lost nearly £100. Okay, he had lost nearly £100. Next students, A3 part, Tom's performance appraisal. Good sales assistants should possess certain attributes. Some attributes are mentioned below. Put a tick against the ones which you think Tom had. First one students, good sales assistants should. Good sales assistant में कौन सी qualities होनी चाहिए? Be polite? Yes. Put a tick here. Have good product knowledge? Yes. Be ready to assist customers. Be sincere in their duties. Be good negotiators. Be confident. Yes students, all these qualities, all these attributes should be there. Okay, now students, let's move on to the horse part. How many stars would you give Tom for his performance on the first day at work? Give reason. I would give Tom students 4 stars. You can write down as per your wish. Okay, I would give Tom 4 stars out of 5 because it was his first day at work and he was still learning tricks of the trade. Because बेटा हम कोई भी काम फर्स्ट टाइम करते हैं तो इट मे बी कि हाँ वहाँ से हमें जो है मिस्टेक्स हो जाती हैं. ओके, सो आई वुड लाइक टू गिव Tom 4 stars out of 5 because it was his first day at work and he was still learning tricks of the trade. Now students, let's move on to the life skills part. Oops, I made a mistake. I have sold them all my life, but I still make mistakes, says Mr. Higgins. All human beings are fallible. All of us commit mistakes. गलतियाँ बेटा हम सभी से हो जाती हैं. Please indicate how often you react in the following manner when you realize that you have committed a mistake. Suppose students, you have committed a mistake कि आपसे कोई mistake हो जाती है बेटा, then आप कैसा react करते हैं? I feel sorry and cry a lot. Never. कि नहीं, मैं तो ऐसा कभी नहीं करता कि मैं कभी सॉरी फील नहीं करता और रोता नहीं हूँ. रेयरली, बहुत कम चांस होते हैं कि मैं सॉरी फील करूँ. समटाइम्स, कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है. ऑफन, ज़्यादातर ऐसा होता है. ऑलवेज, हमेशा. ओके, ये स्टूडेंट्स, दिस लाइफ स्किल्स पार्ट, ट्राई योर सेल्फ. ओके, आई फील सॉरी एंड क्राई अ लॉट. आई ब्रूड ओवर इट एंडलेसली. ब्रूड ओवर इट मीन्स उसके बारे में हमेशा अपसेट रहना, सोचते रहना उसी के बारे में बेटा. एंग्री रहना, वरीड रहना. ओके, आई टेक इट कैजुअली कि अगर कोई मिस्टेक होगी तो हो गई, कोई बात नहीं. आई टेक इट कैजुअली. आई लर्न फ्रॉम माई मिस्टेक्स एंड ट्राई टू इम्प्रूव. I share the experience with my friends and discuss what I should have done. So students, what you do, okay, how often you react in the following manner, put a tick here. Okay, and then students, complete this chart. Now students, let's begin with the A6 part. While reading the play, you must have come across a few pairs of opposite expressions. For example, I have marked the price behind the picture. Tom puts some rings in front of them. Behind, in front of. What are these, beta? Opposite expressions. Behind, in front of. Now, beta, 7 pairs of opposite words are hidden in the grid below. Identify them and write them in the space provided. And students, I hope that all of you have tried it well. Move diagonally, vertically or horizontally to locate them. One is done for you. Now students, first one is take, give, then beta good, bad, new, old, heavy, light, small, big, over, under, sell, buy, come, go. Like this students, try to complete this fact chart. Okay students, now beta let's move on to the next part. It's a tape script students, okay, given on page number 32. Now, hi, I am Tom. Mr. Higgins is a shopkeeper. He has been selling old things at his shop for last 40 years. He understands that it takes a long time to learn about old things, yet he gets angry when his assistant makes a mistake on the first day of his joining. So, he lacks tolerance. What he lacks, students? Tolerance. Mr. Higgins is a great manipulator. He makes many stories about the articles in his shop so that he could sell them. He even tells lies about the cost of his wares. Wares means students products, जो भी उनका सामान है. Okay. He is cautious about his customers and has the ability to engage them into profitable conversation. He is a clever shopkeeper who has written the prices on the articles for sale but expects that the customer would not be able to see or understand the numbers. As shopkeeper, Mr. Higgins is well versed with negotiating, means bargaining skills. Okay. Mr. Higgins is well versed with negotiating or bargaining skills, and students, he also plays upon his customers' emotions to sell his wares. Sell his wares means sell his products. Now students, as we do in comprehension passage like this, students try to complete part. Okay. A7. Listen to what Tom feels about Mr. Higgins at the end of his first day at the shop. As you listen, complete the given blanks. Mr. Higgins, first blurb students, a shopkeeper. Then how can we complete beta? Lacks what? Lacks tolerance. Okay, lacks tolerance. Then students, tells lies. Then cautious about the customers. Then students, a clever shopkeeper. Last one students, good in bargaining skill. Okay, good in bargaining skill. Like this students, try to complete this part. Now beta, let's move on to the A9 part. Imagine you are Tom. You wonder whether your not selling the vase was a mistake. Write a diary entry expressing your feelings. So students, first of all, we will write down date, day and time. After this format, students, we will write down like this. Today, something interesting happened when I was alone in the shop. A lady came in and wanted to buy the vase. I thought it was a rare piece of art and was about 110 pounds. Okay, I thought it was a rare piece of art and was about 100 pounds. I could not see the dot and the actual price was 1.10. Okay, 1.10 pounds. The lady was willing to pay 100 pounds, but I refused to sell the vase. I have no authority. I could not sell it at a loss. The lady went away, and when Mr. Higgins came back, I told him what had happened, but he was very angry at me. But I think it's not my fault, it's not my mistake. It was just a misunderstanding. And now, students, I will try to learn all the tricks of the trade and prove to be a good assistant to him. Like this, students, try to write down your feelings. Okay, imagine that you are Tom. And students, write down your feelings. Okay, write down. You wonder whether you're not selling the vase was a mistake. And students, after that, write a diary entry expressing your feelings. Okay, now students, let's move on to the next part. Now let's move on to the part B, students. Read this poem about a teacher who prays to God to enable her to perform her duties sincerely and properly. Teacher's prayer. I want to teach my students how to live this life on earth, to face its struggle and its strife and improve their world. Not just the lesson in a book or how the rivers flow, but how to choose the proper path wherever they may go. To understand eternal truth and know the right from wrong and gather all the beauty of a flower and a song. For if I help the word to grow in wisdom and in grace, then I shall feel that I have won and I have filled my place. And so I ask for guidance, God, that I may do my part for character and confidence and happiness of heart. Yes, students, the poem Teacher's Prayer has been composed by James McGough. And students, she is very optimistic towards life. In this poem, students, the poetess wants to teach her students how to live their lives कि बेटा हमें अपनी लाइफ को कैसे बिताना चाहिए, कैसे हमें अपनी लाइफ जीनी चाहिए बेटा, एंड हाउ टू स्ट्रगल अगेंस्ट द ओड्स. कोई भी प्रॉब्लम्स आ जाए बेटा हमारी लाइफ में, कोई डिफ़िकल्टीज आ जाए तो बेटा उन्हें कैसे सामना करना चाहिए. ओके, उन समस्याओं से बेटा कैसे हमें उनसे ओवरकम होना चाहिए. शी वॉन्ट्स दैट हर स्टूडेंट्स शुड फेस द ट्रबल्स विथ करेज. पोएट्स क्या चाहते हैं कि उसके स्टूडेंट्स कैसे हों कि कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आ जाए उसको वो करेज से जो है फेस कर पाएँ. She also teaches the students to improve their lives. Only bookish knowledge is not sufficient. सिर्फ जो bookish knowledge है बेटा बुक्स में सिर्फ read कर लेना, that is not sufficient. Practical life needs something more than bookish knowledge. Students should choose the right and practical path. हम क्या चाहते हैं बेटा स्टूडेंट्स के लिए कि स्टूडेंट्स को इतने जो उसका राइट और रॉन्ग इसमें डिफरेंस करना आता हो. ओके, स्टूडेंट शुड चूज़ द राइट एंड प्रैक्टिकल पाथ. और स्टूडेंट जो है बिल्कुल प्रॉपर राइट पाथ को चूज़ करें. दे शुड बी एबल टू डिफ्रेंशिएट बिटवीन द राइट एंड द रॉन्ग. और आप लोग बेटा एबल हो, आप अच्छे से डिफ्रेंशिएट कर पाओ कि आपके लिए बेटा क्या सही है और क्या गलत है. द पोएट्स थिंक्स दैट हर लाइफ विल बी सक्सेसफुल ओनली इफ़ she provides true knowledge to the students and they would improve themselves. She also prays to God that she may be successful in bestowing a good moral character, confidence and pleasure among the students. Now I hope students that all of you have understood the poem well. Now beta read it once again and then students try part B in your books. Okay, complete part A and students try part B also in your books.